If you're watching this video right now feeling like everyone else has figured it out except you, I need you to hear this. You are not behind. And I'm going to prove it to you. Here's something that will shock you. Research shows that almost 70% of people feel like they're running late on their own life. Late in relationships, late in their career, late financially, late on everything they thought they'd have accomplished by now. And here's what's wild. All of those people are looking at each other thinking everyone else is winning. Think about it. The person with the stable job envies the freelancer's freedom. The freelancer envies the person with the stable paycheck. The married person misses being single. The single person scrolls through engagement photos feeling left out. Nobody feels like they're exactly where they should be. Everybody feels like they're playing catch-up. How many of you right now are thinking about someone who seems further ahead than you? Someone who got the promotion, someone who launched the business, someone who found their person, someone who just seems to have it all together. Today I'm going to show you 3 things. First, why your brain tricks you into feeling behind. Second, why the timeline you're measuring yourself against is completely made up. And third, how to finally break free from this trap and start living on your own terms. By the end of this video, you're going to see your life completely differently. Let's dive in. The truth about why you feel behind. There are 3 psychological reasons you feel behind, and none of them mean you actually are. Reason 1, you're comparing your reality to everyone else's highlight reel. You see the promotion announcement, you don't see the rejection emails, you see the perfect relationship photo. You don't see the argument that happened an hour before, you see the new house. You don't see the debt or the stress or the sacrifice behind it. There's actual research on this. Studies show that people consistently overestimate how happy others are while underestimating their own happiness. You're literally comparing your messy, complicated, real life to someone else's carefully edited version. Of course you feel behind. Here's what you need to understand. When you envy someone, you don't actually want their life. You want the filtered version they're showing you. If you could see the full picture, the stress, the struggles, the private battles, you'd probably choose your own life every single time. Robin Roberts said something brilliant. If everyone threw their problems in a pile and saw everyone else's, they'd grab their own back immediately. The grass isn't greener. You're just looking at it through a filter. Reason 2. You're chasing a timeline that never existed. Let me guess the script you were sold. Graduate by 22, career locked in by 25, married by 28, house by 30, kids by 32, successful and fulfilled by 35, retired and happy by 65. Here's the problem. That timeline was created in the 1950s and hasn't reflected reality in decades. The average age of marriage today is the highest it's ever been. Most people change careers 5 to 7 times. People are finding their purpose in their 40s, 50s, even 60s. You want to know something that'll blow your mind? The average age of a successful startup founder isn't 23, it's 45. You're not behind. The timeline you're using is outdated. Think about what would happen if you actually followed that script. You'd rush into a marriage just to check a box. You'd have kids before you're ready because everyone else is doing it. You'd stay in a job you hate because you think that's what 28 is supposed to look like. Every major decision in your life would be driven by fear, anxiety, and comparison instead of clarity, excitement, and readiness. That's not a life. That's a checklist, and it's a recipe for regret. Reason 3. Your brain is built to create this anxiety. Scientists discovered something called temporal comparison stress. It means you're not just comparing yourself to other people. You're comparing yourself to the version of you that you thought you'd be by now. Think about that. You're disappointed in yourself for not matching up to expectations you set when you were 18 and had no idea how life actually works. You're beating yourself up for not being someone you imagined based on zero real-world experience. When you were 15, what did you think your life would look like at 25? When you were 20, what did you think 30 would be? Most of us had no clue. We were just guessing based on movies, social pressure, and fantasy. Your plan wasn't wrong. It was just made by someone who didn't know what you know now. The real data on success and timing. Let me hit you with some facts that'll change your perspective. Most people find career clarity in their mid-30s. Financial stability hits in late 30s to mid-40s. Creative breakthroughs most commonly happen between 40 and 50. Emotional maturity peaks around 45 to 55. If anything, you might actually be ahead of schedule, but you're definitely not behind. Here's more evidence. Life satisfaction follows a U-curve across 130 countries. It dips in your 20s and 30s, then rises significantly in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. Meaning, feeling lost in your 20s and 30s isn't a flaw. It's normal. It's part of being human. And late bloomers? They're everywhere. Vera Wang became a designer at 40. Toni Morrison published her first novel at 39. Ray Kroc franchised McDonald's at 52. Stan Lee created his first hit comic at 39. Success isn't early. Success is aligned. Why feeling behind is dangerous. When you believe you're behind, 3 bad things happen. 1, you rush decisions that need time. You take the wrong job. You commit to the wrong relationship. You make choices out of panic instead of purpose. 2, you quit things too early. You assume that if progress is slow, you must be going in the wrong direction. 3, you stop enjoying your actual life. You're so focused on where you think you should be that you miss where you actually are. Feeling behind doesn't motivate you. It paralyzes you. How to stop feeling behind. Here are the frameworks that actually work. Framework 1, compare less, connect more. Stop asking, where are they compared to me? Start asking, where am I compared to yesterday? Your only real competition is who you were 24 hours ago. Did you grow? Did you learn? Did you take one step forward? That's all that matters. Framework 2, identify your season. You're not behind, you're in a season. Are you in a season of healing, rebuilding, learning, experimenting, resting? You can't compare your season 1 to someone else's season 7. Different seasons have different paces. Healing looks different than building. Transitioning looks different than performing. What season are you in right now? Own it. Framework 3, define progress as consistency, not speed. If you take one step forward every single day this year, you'll be 365 steps ahead by next January. That's transformation. Here's the math. If you go at speed 10 for 1 month, then speed 0 the rest of the year, your average is 5. But if you go at a steady 6 or 7 all year, you'll crush the person who burned out. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Framework 4, ask a different question. Stop asking, why am I behind? Start asking, what is this season preparing me for? That one shift will change everything. Your action steps. Here's what to do right now. 1, write down what season you're in and own it. 2, unfollow 3 accounts that make you feel behind. Protect your peace. 3, set one 90-day goal instead of a 1-year plan. Shorter cycles mean more wins. 4, track your actions, not just outcomes. Focus on what you control. 5, celebrate invisible progress. Your internal growth counts even when no one sees it. Final truth, you are not behind. You're learning lessons now that others will learn later. You're not behind. You're doing your best in a life that hasn't always been easy. You're not behind. Everyone's figuring it out privately while pretending publicly. Stop punishing yourself for not being where you thought you'd be. Start appreciating yourself for not giving up. 1 year from now, you won't feel behind. You'll just be grateful you got started. Your path isn't delayed, it's deliberate. Now go walk it with confidence.